All right. Yes, another word, please.
Rabbit.
Oh, good. Rabbit. That's what we do on the radio. This is actually from last week. I was thinking on the way up here, sort of recent crises on the radio. Who would have believed that moving staff overnight from 2 people to 3 people could have genuinely caused such a crisis for me, but it did. On TalkSport, it's a 5-hour show, and it's very stressful because you can't say, here's a nice little bit of music from Barbara Streisand. You have a break, and the most depressing thing is if you haven't got calls, I'm just going to look at the clock here, you're at 7 minutes past, and you're opening up the hour, and the bloke through the window goes, break at 21:20, you know, sort of 14 minutes and 20 excruciating seconds away from the next break. Anyway, my fellow went out, and he started talking to the third guy that was on shift, who was the newsreader, and they were reminiscing about the last 15 years of their broadcast careers, and they left me on my own in the studio to talk. And the phones were ringing, and I couldn't answer them directly. You have to field the calls inside the studio, and I was out on my own. I felt like Major Tom. I was on my own. Can you hear me, Major Tom? And there were 2 of them were wanking away, rabbiting away, outside, and talking about whatever they were talking about. And I was actually saying on air, please, you know, Elliot, come back and answer the phones. Elliot, please, if you could answer the phones, let's talk about John Terry. John Terry, well, what do you think? I mean, should he be the England captain or not? Do you think he should shake hands with Wayne Bridge? What do you think this hour? Isn't it interesting that attacks on ethnic minorities is on its way up? If Elliot could answer the phones, position, because to kill another 14 seconds of airtime, you go 08717 22 33 44. Text 810 plus your normal connection charge, or you can email me via the TalkSport.net website. I didn't even have water in there either. I was going to realise I started to get a slight panic that you only get, which is like a combination of adrenaline and sort of just being a panicker. And I said, if Elliot could come in my nice vernacular West Midlands voice that I've practised 20 years before. Anyway, he finally came in and he went, soz mate, and all the calls dried up and I had to keep talking, and it was the most excruciating moment of my life. It was last week.
Oh, David, darling, come and sit down. Now, your father and I wanted to have a bit of a chat to you about something.
Where is he?
Here.
Here, my love. Well, it's just that, well, we've
Your mother and I, we both feel,
it's time to talk to you about something.
yeah.
We were cleaning up your bedroom. You know, we were going to redecorate.
Oh, you went in my room.
We weren't snooping, we were going to redecorate.
We were going to redecorate, and we moved the bed, and, well, look, we're not cross with you about what we...
You went under my bed.
We had to move the bed.
We
had to do the measurements for the fittings.
Measurements?
But, well, we suspect that, I mean, you are 14, that you might have started rabbiting.
The thing is, David...
You really have to do this now?
Yes, I mean, I rabbit quite often.
Oh, Dad! Oh, this is
There's nothing
disgusting.
to it but be embarrassed about. It's a healthy thing for a boy or a man, or even a woman.
Oh, Mum! No, that's just
Your
gross!
mother does it in a slightly different way that you do.
Oh,
Generally, I would call it weaseling.
oh no! Link, you know, this is really horrible.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
It is, I was just about to get a really high score on Prince of Persia. Can I just go? Write me a letter or send me an email. Well, I put it on Twitter. I can't.
Make sure that you know, obviously you are developing, that you know the facts of life, so that when you start, you know, in a few years, squirreling...
Oh, I've got the internet.
Because sometimes, I mean, if I hadn't rabbited before I met your mother, then she might never have squirreled me again.
Oh, that's true, you would have shot down the burrow before the trap was out.
Why do you have to carry on using animal references and phrases? Can't you just come out and say it. It's embarrassing enough as it is.
What's embarrassing, David?
What are you talking about? Just, I want you to just come right out and say it. Be honest with me.
There's nothing wrong with a good rabbit.
Ha ha ha!